Hey guys, it's Charlie G. I really can't stress it enough of how important it is to balance your work life, your entrepreneur life, and as well as your peaceful life, that you're able to do things, be creative and be productive outside of just working. We definitely get burnt out of times. I myself, when I start doing so much for such a long period of time, it could be a few months, 6 months, I really get burnt out, and I don't want to do that thing in the same way because I lose the creative focus that I had. Sometimes we got to step back and realize that this is not the best way to approach it. So it's important to balance that out in a way that works.
Hustle, 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 step. Move, then make it back. First we gotta hustle, hustle, so we get the cash.
I'll give you an example. I work out at the gym three days a week, but I don't do no more than 20 minutes. The reason for that is I don't want to feel burnt out. Before, I used to work out for an hour at the gym, but after 3, 4 months, I just stopped going because I just lose the focus. But the 20 minutes is so short and sweet that I just keep going, and it has been probably like 5, 6 years. I've never went to the gym consecutively for so long. This pandemic did happen. It forced me to take a step back a bit because the gym's closed. However, the routine continued. I tried to park. I now work with one of my best friends, my closest friend, also artist I very much work with. Ever since quarantine started, I've been training twice a week with him, and one day I work out at the park. It's just a way for me to balance that out because if I don't work out, my mental don't function as well. I start losing focus in a lot of different areas. So we really have to know that our work and life balance has to have a very good balance. You cannot be overworking yourself doing two jobs, multiple jobs, unless you really have to. There's some financial restrictions that hinders us to do that sometimes, and it's all right. You have no choice, especially if you have kids and families. But sometimes chasing the money is not really worth it. It becomes mentally draining, and it forces us to grow gray hair. That's just a saying. I actually got a little bit of gray hair as well. It's probably hard to see, but all these things maneuver us to not be able to continue what we really want to do. When you have goals in sight, don't try to burn out and do so much at once. Plan it accordingly to a timeline. Say you're going to do this much, this much, this much. And out of that schedule, really set some time for you to do meditation, work out, even have self-time to reflect on yourself. All these things are important aspects to help us be who we are. So don't just keep running and keep running. Like this whole pandemic that happened really forced us to slow down. Like it forced New York City to slow down, which is around where I'm based. We have been running nonstop, and this thing just said, slow down, y'all, slow down. It's time for y'all to take a break. And as you can see in many parts of the world is healing itself because it needed a break as well. Same way we took advantage of the situation. Many of us don't have to commute to work, so we have maybe 2 hours extra of our lives back. It adds up to 10 hours a week. We can use that for sleep time. 10 hours is a whole day of sleep pretty much. Take advantage of it as much as we can because this rest is not going to last forever. We know that, especially now things are reopening back up at the time that I'm recording this video. So hopefully by the time you all are watching this, everything is up and running and we're back to running. But we just have to pace ourselves, really pace ourselves while we're running. And as far as your company, your entrepreneurship ideas that you are working towards, same thing as well. Do not overburn yourself and kill yourself. I remember when I was working in the studios, when I was maybe 18, 19, I said, I could sleep when I'm dead. It is not a true statement. As I got older and older, my body started reacting to that, and I was not able to stay up until 2, 3 in the morning and wake up 7 o'clock the next day to either go to work or be back at it. It's not really realistic. We have to keep our bodies properly slept. We have to give proper rest to our bodies because for our minds to re-heal itself every night, we need to give it that proper time. It helps keep our creativity going. If we set a certain schedule and we're sticking to that, that really helps us ensure that we're sticking to that in a way that we will never have to burn out. We can keep running because we're working out, we're resting. We're working out, we're resting. Same technique as some people use to work out for 3 hours, 4 hours a day, right? You work out, you do a little rest. It's the same way over our lifespan. We work a little bit, we rest as well. Your entrepreneurship ideas, your companies, and all these things, they'll come along. They'll come along throughout their right times. Don't stop working on it, definitely, but pace yourself. Pace yourself at a rate that you can handle, and also give yourself proper time to enjoy time with your family. Like, I sacrifice a lot of times with family doing music, especially in my early days. But as life went on, I didn't want to do that anymore. There was no need for me to really do that anymore. I still gain a lot of success. I probably have more success than I ever had while I'm not putting as much effort into the time. Well, let me not say effort, because I still put in a lot of effort. I could say as much time. Like, I'm not overburning myself and overkilling myself. I'm working on different things, enjoying life, because we have one life to live. There's no reason why we should not enjoy the time as it goes by and just give it all away, let it all suck us in, you know? Like, we have to devote the time. Like, I'm into, I can't say religion, but I have faith in God. So I go to church, I believe in God, and I devote some time to Him. Prior to the pandemic, I was going to church every Sunday. No matter what I was doing, I was ensuring my butt was there. Unless something crazy happened in terms of the house. I had a couple of emergencies before, but it's once in a while. Then I had to kind of stay back. But other than that, you know, I can live life. And I also set time to work out. Three days a week, that's my routine. If I don't do those 3 days, I feel weird. I feel really weird. And then the other 4 days, I can chill, you know? And I'm in pretty decent shape for the 3 days, 20 minutes workouts I did. Well, as far as the regular workouts I did, now that I'm doing more training on Wing Chun, I probably work out 45 minutes to an hour. But it's different. There's a lot much more fun that goes along with that, because you're with a person. It's not just a constant routine. So it's a little bit more fun. But for the most part, it's something I can keep doing for a long period of time, because I'm not burning myself out. I'm having fun and I'm enjoying these things, and it's helping my mind stay at ease. Like, if I don't work out, stress levels increase, all these things. And I'm sure we all deal with that. And the way to balance that out is find something that you can put your minds at ease towards, whether that's meditation, that's working out, that's walking in the park. Also set some time to spend with people. Socializing is so important. And many of us realize that when this pandemic happened, everything closed. You were forced to kind of be stuck at home and you can't go out. And I've read stories of people committing suicide, which is so sad, and it's very disheartening to hear that, because they're not able to be in contact with people. It's so important. I lived alone as well for several years, and I did a transition in the process of getting my home, fixing it up. I stayed with a friend of mine's, and I noticed how much it helped my mind just be at ease and be much more productive, because of the fact that I wasn't alone. Like, being social with people is very important. When you're around others, it just helps your mind not go crazy, and it gives you another fresh start to refresh. So always take that into consideration. Do not overdrive and kill yourself, burn out, and say, I'm going to work till I'm dead, because that is not realistic. We have one life to live. We have to enjoy it. Spending time with our families, the people that we care about, going out on dates. Do not desert. You know, if you're a guy, don't desert the women as well. Like, go out on dates. If you're a female, same thing. There is no reason for you not to be able to enjoy time with your significant other or someone that you're interested with. It really helps inspire us as far as our entrepreneurship life, our productivity, our creativity, all these things. Don't keep yourself hidden under a rock. Get out there, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy people, enjoy and have a good time. Just set schedules for you to do things, and set time to work out, meditate, and all these things. It's very important, and it's going to help you successfully become that person that you want to be. Keep that in mind. Stay focused and enjoy life. Peace. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts. If you're dealing with anything, I would love to hear about it. please feel free to reach out to me. I'm on social media. You can find me everywhere. So stay in touch until next time.